I agree that you should be made whole. My problem is I don't know what being made whole means. I don't know what kind of tires were damaged. I don't know how many miles were on those tires. I don't know what they cost. I don't know what you're going to get for your $796 from Martin's because there's no specifics on the estimate.
This courtroom dispute gets intense.
One victim says 4 tires were destroyed and wants nearly $800 in restitution. But when the judge starts asking basic questions, the details begin falling apart. How many tires were actually damaged? What kind of tires were they? And where's the proof to support the amount being requested? As both sides battle over estimates, missing documentation, and conflicting claims, the court is left trying to figure out one thing: what does being made whole actually mean?
Gets intense as a simple tire damage case turns into a confusing argument over facts, receipts, and missing proof. The victim claims 4 tires were destroyed and demands nearly $800. But the evidence doesn't fully support it. The defense pushes back, exposing inconsistencies and lack of documentation. The judge steps in, clearly frustrated, saying he can't determine the exact loss. Instead of guessing, he makes a firm call, ordering $600 in restitution. A messy case, unclear facts, but a final decision had to be made.
Good morning.
Good morning, Story. I'm going to mute you just for a minute.
Okay.
All right, Mr. Miller, can you hear us?
Yes, I can.
All right, Mr. Miller, we've got Ms. Story. Ms. Story is the defendant being sentenced today. Mr. Batara is her attorney, and Mr. Foley represents the Township of Huron. Understood?
Yes,
All right. Mr. Miller, you've made a request for restitution of $796.63, correct?
no. That was for one of my trucks. There was 2 estimates for 2 different tires.
Okay, so what are you seeking today?
I want my tires replaced, both sets.
Okay, give me a dollar amount, Mr. Miller.
One was for the 7 something and one was for, I think it was 815 or something like that.
Okay, so you don't even know what you're asking for today.
I gave 2 estimates to the police officer and he said he would make sure you guys got it.
Okay. So you have not replaced your tires, correct?
Yes, but with junky ass used ones, and I lost 2 days of work because of it.
Okay. All right, Mr. Foley, I'll leave Mr. Miller to you.
All right.
Sorry
Mr.
if
Miller,
I cussed.
there is a invoice in the file from Martin's Tire Sales and Service that indicates 4 tires. How many tires were damaged in this incident?
4 tires, but 2 on each truck.
Okay, so 4 tires total, sir?
Correct.
Okay, and the invoice from Martin's Tires indicates 4 tires at $172 each for $691.16, correct?
If that's what it says, it's correct. I don't have a copy of it, sir.
Okay,
I gave
so
it to the police.
if you were damaged to the extent of 2 tires on each of 2 trucks, that's 4 tires total, correct?
Correct.
And this estimate, sir, is for 4 tires for a total of $796.63.
But the tires on both trucks are different size tires.
Well, I understand, but this invoice is for 4 total tires and you are damaged 4 total tires.
Okay.
Mr. Foley, is that an invoice or an estimate?
Your Honor, this is merely an invoice. I
okay.
understand that he has not replaced the tires.
Okay, okay. All right, so Mr. Miller, $796 is your total request. I'm just trying to make it clear.
I guess, but that doesn't help pay for my window on my house, my air conditioner. They broke the window right out of my house when they snatched the air conditioner off my window.
Okay.
That was not part of this claim, Your Honor.
Go ahead. I'm sorry, Mr. Foley.
I'm sorry, Your Honor, that was not part of this case. And certainly, if that is the case, Mr. Miller has reservations. He can go to civil court to address that.
Mr.
It all
Bitar?
happened at the same time, sir.
Thank you, Judge. Judge, all we have at this point is an estimate, no type of invoice. Can I ask Mr. Miller some questions?
Absolutely.
Thank you. Mr. Miller, what type of vehicle are you seeking to have tires replaced on?
I have a '07 Chevy Trailblazer and a '02 Ford Escape. They both take light truck tires.
What is the size of the tires?
I'll go outside and look right now and tell you.
Well, let's hold off on that for a second. At this point, you don't know the size of the tires that you're asking to be replaced, correct?
I can go right out to my driveway and look at it.
I understand
and
that, Mr. Miller. I'm just trying to ask you some questions. As of right now, at this moment, do you know the size of the tires that you need replaced?
I think one set is P235 70 R16, I believe. I don't know the size of the tires.
And you are the person that received this estimate from Martin's Tires and Sales, correct?
Correct.
And the estimate that you provided from Martin's Tires and Sales also does not indicate any type of tire size on it, does it?
I don't know. I don't know. I just got an estimate and I gave it to the police officer. This was
And
months ago.
I would just ask Mr. Foley if he would stipulate that the estimate has no tire size on it, Judge.
There is no tire size on the estimate, Your Honor.
Thank you for the
Thank you, Mr.
stipulation,
Paul.
gentlemen.
Now, Mr. Foley, I'm sorry, Mr. Miller, prior to this incident happening, when did you have the tires placed on the vehicles that were damaged? So you had this incident, the tires were damaged. Let me rephrase that. You had this incident, the tires were damaged. How old were the tires that were on that truck or those two trucks?
Maybe a year. Maybe
A
a year.
year?
Yeah.
And after the
That's so
incident, when did you have tires put on that car?
I think it was 3 days later.
And how much did you pay for those tires?
For her truck, I paid, I think it was $70 for each tire. And on my truck, it was 64 or something like that.
And how many tires did you purchase?
4. But I had to because I had to get to work. You know what I mean? And now I got 2 tires on each truck that are, and then I got the used ones I bought. And I'm going to have to get a front end alignment after I get new tires.
I'm not asking you anything about a front end alignment, sir. I just simply asked you how many tires you purchased and how much those tires were.
I purchased 4.
Do you have a receipt for that purchase?
No, I didn't save them. I didn't know I needed them.
Where did you purchase those tires from?
2 of them was at Martin's Tire and 2 of them was at the other place where I gave you the estimate because Martin's Tire didn't have those 2 tires.
Well, the
For
only
the other
estimate
truck.
I'm in receipt of, sir, is from Martin's Tires and Sales.
I don't know how. I gave you 2.
Did you provide that to the probation department?
No, I gave it to the police officer, Officer Kelch. He told me to get 2 estimates.
And
So I only got
are
one
you
estimate for each truck.
Are you claiming here today that on the date of this incident, you had 4 tires that were damaged?
Correct.
Correct. And Mr. Foley, I'm in receipt of the
Correct.
report provided by the Township Police. Again, I would just ask you for another stipulation that the police arrived on scene, observed the damaged property. They observed a passenger side front and rear tire on a silver Chevy Trailblazer, which would be 2 tires, and a rear passenger tire on a black Ford Escape. So there were only 3 tires that were damaged. Would you stipulate to that, Mr. Foley?
I called him the next day and told him that it was 4 because it took a minute for one of the tires.
Now the defense is zeroing in on the weaknesses of the restitution request. Notice how the questions aren't focused on whether the tires were damaged. That part is largely undisputed. Instead, the attorney is challenging the amount being requested. The estimate doesn't list tire sizes, vehicle information, or even enough detail to verify exactly what products are being replaced. On top of that, police documentation appears to reference only 3 damaged tires initially, while the victim insists there were 4. These inconsistencies may seem minor, but in court, small details can dramatically impact financial awards. The defense is essentially arguing that the court cannot accurately calculate damages based on assumptions alone.
One of the tires to let out, I guess. I don't know. It was 4 tires.
Mr. Miller, I'm talking to the attorney right now.
And Your Honor, I will stipulate that's what the report says. I am looking to make sure there's not a supplemental that would
Thank
include the separate tire.
Mr. Miller, while Mr. Foley's doing that, so the tires that you had replaced, the tire places put those tires on your car and they were in good working order. Is that correct?
Yeah, but they were used. They're not.
They were
like
used. I don't doubt that for a second. So after the incident, you went to the tire places, they replaced your tires, they put tires on the car, and you've been able to drive that car or those cars with no issues with those tires on them. Is that correct?
No, I need a front end alignment because the tires are not the same size. They gave me all they had to put on my truck. That's
Are
on
you
my
telling
truck.
me? Are you telling me that a tire business put different size tires on your cars than what were already on those vehicles?
Yes, the 2 in the back are bigger than the 2 in the front.
She's the one that you have the telephone number on to call her by phone. So I told Christine, just tell her to wait, the
Right.
judge will call her.
Yeah, I don't know how we're gonna do that, but we'll figure it out.
Mr. Miller, how much have you paid out of pocket for these tires?
They can have Art put her on speakerphone.
How?
Okay.
I don't know, probably 250 maybe. I don't know,
Well, you
something
said
like that.
about $250 is what you've lost out of pocket as a result of this, correct?
Correct.
Yeah, nothing else, Your Honor. Thank you.
Mr. Foley, any luck with the supplemental?
I do not see a supplemental in the file that I have, Judge.
All right, anything else for Mr. Miller?
Nothing, Your Honor.
All right. Mr. Miller, anything else you want to share?
This may be the most important moment of the entire hearing. After extensive questioning, the victim estimates that he personally spent around $250 out of pocket to get replacement tires installed. That number suddenly gives the court something concrete to work with. Up until now, most of the discussion revolved around estimates, missing receipts, and hypothetical replacement costs. Courts generally prefer actual losses over speculative numbers. However, there's also the argument that the victim shouldn't be forced to settle for used replacement tires simply because someone else damaged his property. This creates a balancing act between fairness and proof, a challenge judges face every day in restitution disputes.
Mr. Miller, anything else you want to add?
No, sir.
All right. Any argument, gentlemen?
Just very briefly, Your Honor, on behalf of the people, Mr. Miller did indicate that there were 4 tires, that subsequent to reporting the 3, that he then reported the 4th tire. And quite frankly, with the questions from Mr. Bittard, the people would remind Your Honor that you find the victim as they are. And quite frankly, if Mr. Bittard thinks that he has been made whole with $262 for these less than adequate tires, that's not fair. The defendant slit 4 tires, ruined 4 tires, and this gentleman has a right to replacement of those tires. He doesn't necessarily have to go out and shop for used tires or tires with 12 months of wear on them to exactly replace the tires that he had. She decided, she took it upon herself to destroy that, and he has a right to replacement. And the estimate, and I will agree it's an estimate, is $796.63. And we would ask that the court award that amount in restitution. If after the fact, the court wants to have him give those tires to Miss Story, that's fine, the used tires, because at that point he'll have no use for them. But I think it's fair that he made whole, and in this case, that's the $796, Your Honor.
Thank you, Mr. Bitar.
Judge, I agree with Mr. Foley that any complainant who suffers any loss should be made whole for the damage that was caused by the defendant. In this case, we have a situation where the police were on scene, police took photos, police report only indicates there was damage to 3 tires, 2 separate vehicles, 2 on one on the other. He's paid approximately $250 or $262 out of pocket to have those tires replaced. This incident happened several months ago. He's been driving on those tires, hasn't had any issues with those tires. I find it hard to believe that any reputable tire dealer would put tires on a car that were not safe for the road, because that would open up liability for them. Regardless, I understand the individual needs to be made whole, though, Judge. This is only an estimate that we've received. There's no way to verify whether Mr. Miller is going to actually take this money and replace those tires. The estimate that has been provided doesn't include a type of car, doesn't include a tire size. I think he went to the place, said, hey, I need 4 tires. I think he knows the individual that runs this tire place, and he just printed out an estimate for it. I don't think the $796 is appropriate, Judge. I think he should be compensated for the money he's paid out of pocket, and I would have no issue with $300.
Anything else, gentlemen?
Nothing on behalf of
does it.
Hold on, Mr. Miller. Mr. Foley?
Nothing on behalf of the people, Your Honor.
Thank you. Mr. Miller, go ahead.
The estimate that he's reading, I also had another one for my other set of tires that he's not reading for some reason. I don't know. But
Judge, I just have what probation provided to me. That's all.
Understood. Go ahead, Mr. Miller.
never mind. It doesn't matter.
All right, Mr. Miller, here's my problem. I
don't know
agree
how
with you.
someone could stab my tires and not pay for them. I just don't get that.
Well, that's not where we're at yet. Could I speak? I agree that you should be made whole. My problem is I don't know what being made whole means. I don't know what kind of tires were damaged. I don't know how many miles were on those tires. I don't know what they cost. I don't know what you're going to get for your $796 from Martin's because there's no specifics on the estimate. So I've got one of two choices. I'm going to pull a number out of the air, or I will leave you to your civil remedies and you can get more definitive information to start a civil case. Do you understand those options?
Yeah.
What would you like to do?
Go ahead with your stuff, man.
Well, that doesn't really answer my question. I gave you two options and I need you to decide which one you'd like.
I want to resolve it today.
$600 restitution.
Thank
Mr.
you, Your
Bitar,
Honor.
when can that be paid?
Judge, Miss Story, as you can see, she's on today. She has a young baby. I don't know her circumstances with respect to her employment. I think she's a stay-at-home mom. I think she's going to need that $600 to be put on some type of payment plan with her fines and costs on probation, Judge.
Ms. Story, are you making payments to probation now?
I am not.
Do you have a payment plan with probation?
No. I paid the $300 and then I was waiting for this to figure out
Okay.
how much I needed to pay.
Okay, so
So-
how can you pay the $600? And you can pay that directly to the court like you did your first payments.
I can, but it will take me time, obviously, because I just gave birth to twins, so.
Yeah, you
Just
want to
gonna
do
give me-
monthly payments?
Yes, please.
How much can you pay?
Honestly, I'm not sure at this moment. I am out of income right now, so I gotta figure out a way to get the money. Do you know how much the lowest I can go for monthly is until I can find a
You
switch
tell me what you
payment?
can pay. Can you pay 50 a month?
Yeah, I can
sure?
get 50.
In the end, the judge had two options: send the victim to civil court for a more thorough case, or make a practical decision based on the evidence available. The judge chose the latter and awarded $600 in restitution, splitting the difference between the competing arguments. It's a reminder that in court, even when liability is clear, proving damages is often the hardest part.
I
Sure.
can get 50 a month. Yes.
Pay extra when you can.
Okay.
And when can you start?
I can start this month.
By June 1?
Yeah.
All right. And Mr. Miller, we can mail those payments to you if you want to provide an address.
Sure. This is crazy.
Can I have an address, Mr. Miller?
27526 Dupree, Romulus, Michigan, 48174.
27526?
Correct.
Thank you. Have a good day, gentlemen.
Thank you, Judge. Good to see you, Kevin. Everyone stay well.
See you, Dan.